Today's episode of Finno-Ugric Machine. We are again going through my Saturday activities here in Frankfurt, including flea market, of course. I have done some findings there. We are going through those. Those are quite interesting actually. And then we are going to do German sushi. This is a surprise food. And then we are going to do, fusion kitchen cooking. It's going to be crossbreeding of Thai and German kitchens. Let's see. This will be mystery cooking, really. I never done that. Let's see how it tastes. It might... let's see. So, let's go on. Behind this door, the Frankfurt is waiting. Enjoy the ride.
पाव का नोट करते हैं
mal sagen wollte.
Ja, und dann in die Tipps oder was?
So, this fusion food. Okay, what does it contain? For the first, I have these guys. I will put close-ups for these. These are supposed to replace your potatoes. Okay. I have a few of these here in the back. Yeah. Very strange forms. Yet another strange form. And the last, oh no, not the last, almost the last one. And yeah, okay. And then, this one is petersilia. Well, I will put some Latin name so you can search for this one. And then a few carrots, garlic, of course. Then, well, this one is not fresh garlic, but yeah, I use it so it doesn't dry up in my kitchen. Oops. And then some limes. Okay. Some limes. Yeah, these you know. There you go. And last but not least, these guys. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these. These are habaneros. Probably fiery stuff. And then I have a handful of these small grenades. Hopefully you can see. These are, well, supposed to be very, very hot. There you go. I will wash them. So therefore this one. Okay. Now that we have everything, this will become some hot stuff. And therefore you need some, yes, of course you saw the limes. This tends towards the Thai kitchen. So of course, coconut cream. Yeah. Okay, this one goes into the soup. And then of course I need to show it to you too. Some, well, oh, there you are. That's yes. It's 700 grams of svinenakke. Yep. This one will be a little bit later on. Okay, now the first thing we will need to wash them thoroughly. And after that I will put and cook a soup of them. Let's see. Cut the meat. We will cut it into quite huge pieces. Not maybe. Let's see. 3 times. I think we get 3 from this. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. You need to have a very, very sharp knife here. It doesn't work with a dull knife. This is not easy to cut if you don't have a sharp knife. So now just cut it into not very small pieces, something like this. Yeah, there you are. The next thing to do is to put some warm here, heat on. So it's the back plate, this one. It should be heating up quite rapidly actually. I can feel it already. So you put this kettle on there. I will do all the grilling or whatever. I will prepare everything in this kettle. Yes. And now, since this is now, well, it has some oil in it, but we add some, this is nut oil. And then we have this kind of a thing. We just put them evenly in the bottom and they start to fry at some point. So, as you probably can hear, listen, they are frying here. I probably made it too hot. I have to, it's too hot. You don't need to have that much of heat in this moment. A little bit less. Okay. And while these are cooking, let's prepare the chilies. Hopefully I'm not going to regret this. These are supposed to be really, really hot. Okay. There you are. Done. As you probably know, the hot of a chili is just an illusion. It fools our nerves to believe it's something really hot. It's actually, chili is the capsaicin, which is causing the burning feel. It's just a feeling. It doesn't do any damage to your system or anything like that. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. This is now, I have been burning them here. Well, the capsaicin is soluble in fat. So this means that the taste stays in the fat. Okay, this will be our next thing. I'm pretty sure I will regret this. Now you have to be really careful not to... I need another kind of tool. I don't want to have this one. I will take this away. This is too much for me. So now it's better. And then the next one. Yeah, and then... Oh. And some seeds here. Okay. Okay, that's about it. Now that the meat has been fried quite well with the hot stuff, it's probably not so hot anymore, or then, I don't know. Now it's anyway the time to cut the vegetables into there. And this will be just like this. This is the potato substitute, which is not very good substituting potato, I believe. Let's see. Now, oops. And then using the container to add some more. Yeah. I believe that's enough. Yeah. And now these. Now we just let it simmer. Well, I'm pretty sure this one is really hot. Really hot, I believe. Okay. And yes, there you are. So, what did I find in the flea market today? Let's see. The first find was quite obvious. Packing tape. Quite cheap. And I have a few rolls of these now. Well, I'm sending a lot of packages back home to Finland, so this is really needed. Then a very special finding. I will go into detail with this one later on. But this is a Japanese radio. It is, well, let's see how it is. It's 6 transistor middle wave receiver. Okay. And then, well, everybody needs these. Original wellness strumpfe. So, socks. Socks that don't suck. Yeah. Well, natürlich, jawohl. And then, six packages of inserts for my milling head. These I will also go in detail later on. And last but not least, metal schere. Okay, scissors. These are really old. I believe, I don't know how old these are. And there is an, I don't know who is the manufacturer. I'll put a photo so you can probably tell me in the comments who has been making these. But they look really nice. They are really in a good condition, and I can tell these are old. It's well, and they have a very nice shape. I think it's really well stylish. So let's go on with the details. Okay, the first thing is this radio. It's from the early 70s or late 60s. So I believe this is more than 40 years old. And it's Japanese made. Well, you have this. And it's a middle wave receiver. It has, well, there you can read Japan. And yes, you can open it like this. Okay, it opens. And the case is in a mint condition, I would say. It has no cracks. Usually these are damaged some way. I already put a battery into it. It doesn't work. Well, it sort of works. I put this near the microphone so you can hear. So, unfortunately, I don't have the equipment here to tune it. It needs a signal generator, and it also needs measuring equipment. These are the, if you go and look into it, it's, well, this is the loudspeaker here, the round thing, and then you have two transformers. One of these is the output transformer for the loudspeaker, and the other one is to drive the power transistors. Well, this is using German transistors. So no silicon, they are German. And okay, German or German. This is a little bit confusing for me. So anyway, this is so there is some diodes for detection. This is an AM, amplitude modulated receiver. So no FM signals can be detected with this one. There are this part of the thing is that spot there, that small transistor is the local oscillator. And then you have, these are the medium frequencies. I believe they are tuned to 450 kilohertz. Well, that's at least the standard. And then you have two stages for amplification, and this first one is just to filter out the unwanted signals. Then this part here, it's a ferrite antenna. I can tell it is for medium waves. Yeah, but well, at the moment I believe there is nothing to hear. Okay. So, well, let's see. Okay, and then the fault here, this small thing is missing. It's, I believe it is, it used to be a golden thing. Okay. not cold, but look like golden. And then the brand is Orion. Okay. And well, I think this was a very good find. Well, it was not free, 20 euros, but it's part of the history and it's very rare. I would say that this type of Japanese receivers are mostly dead. Oh, and it even has a small, you can well, it's a sing-along, so to say. Okay. So, I think this was really nice. The next thing are these inserts. I have a few of them, and well, I will do an internet search for these. What are they? They are not probably what stays in the package. This seller has a habit of mixing the contents of these, and that's really something. But I do have 6 full packages of suitable size for my milling head. And I believe part of these are cermet, and then I have a real thing in hands after that. Let's see. And now, well, then these. Well, yeah. I just well, I shouldn't say that I love this, but I would say that these are really nice. And it's old, and it has been somewhat pitted in some part of its life. You can see there are some markings here, maybe dings, but I believe that there is also some rusting, and then it has been cleaned. But the business end, well, it's not exactly sharp, but you can sharpen it. For German sushi, you are going to need small bread like this. Yeah. Then you need a small bowl like this, maybe. Then you are going to need minced pork meat. This is minced and it should be really fresh. You cannot use anything that has been stored in the grocery for one day and the last night, etc. You have to have fresh. It has to be really fresh. Then you are going to need an onion like this. This is a good one. It's bio. And then you need salt. And then well, I use white pepper. Some prefer black pepper, white is sorry about this. I have here some habaneros in the ear. So some use black pepper, but I prefer white pepper with pork meat. So let's start. First thing to do is to take this bowl and then take your meat out of your package. This is about 300 grams of this, not much. Then you add some salt. Not a lot, just for your taste. You can always add later more if you want. And let's see how this, no, not that one. That's probably more than enough. And then you mix it. You don't put the onions here at this stage. Well, if you want to know an effective way of mixing these kind of things, please notice I'm turning it 45 degrees and then putting them, folding it over itself. This one makes it so that it forms layers, and if you repeat this, for example, 16 times, you already have something like 65,000 layers there. So this is a really efficient way of mixing things. Now it's probably mixed. Yeah. And now, next thing, you take your bread, cut it in half, like this. And then, okay. You take your onion. I cut off the roots. Okay, but first you put some meat here. This is of course how much you like to put, but well, a little bit more. Yeah, okay. And then you take your some onion rings. So, and then you put these onion rings on top of your creation. Then you put this half on top of it, and there's your German sushi. Well, it's called Mettbrötchen. And I can tell you, this is delicious. It's very good for breakfast and really fast to make. It's very popular here in Germany. Well, but the meat has to be fresh. If it is something like 2 days old, no way. It has to be fresh. That's really a requirement for this one to taste any good. So, this was my Saturday in Frankfurt. Well, the weather became a lot more enjoyable as I had anticipated. I waited some rain and wind and well, the sun was actually not shining. It was behind the clouds, but it's still quite warm and definitely warmer than in Finland. And yes, I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, till next time, see you!